Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Ejeka enjoy. Until I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
To go and kill it somewhere else.
Hope you didn't eat it too.
No, fine, I ate it now. You understand? I ate it. But I now looked at myself and I said, oh boy, you're a strong guy now. Despite the fact that I don't like the stress of the chicken, I still felt like this is a life that was taken. It's a chicken life anyway, but it's a life that was taken. It's just like me and that chicken, we have become friends. Because if I sit down, the chicken will run to come and meet me. That is chicken. Talk less of human being. Do you think if I have the opportunity for me to go and buy maybe another meat or turkey, I will spare the life of that chicken, but at the end of the day, we go stitch up them anyway. But then, and somebody
each talk, make I help you sing. Ifeta fadi odenu. Oh
my God. But then, somebody will now wake up one day. Someone that cannot instruct his own child at home. Someone that cannot command his own child at home. Someone that cannot tell his son or his daughter, sit down here, and the son will sit down. Someone that cannot even talk to his own younger brother or younger sister at home, that and the younger sister or brother will say, okay ma, okay sir. Now wants to come to social media and say, Joseph Aloba Oluwabamiwo, you are just 56 years old. You are not looking for justice. How on God's own earth is that possible? How on God's own earth is that even possible? Okay, now, if Joseph Oluwabamiwo Aloba is not looking for justice, I have a suggestion for you. Why not go to Wumi or Wumi's camp that is looking for justice and be part of them? Abi? It is either a yes or no. So if Baba Mohbad is a no for you, then go and meet Wumi now. At least. If you ask Wumi, Wumi will say she's looking for justice, right? Good. Now, since you have concluded that Joseph is not looking for justice, I suggest you go and meet Wumi and teach her how to get the justice. And tell her that this is what Joseph refused to do. You do it. At least if you ask all them Temi and all them Abati, they will say she's looking for justice. Now, go and meet her now. Be part of her camp.
After already mingling, after their camp has been visiting their page, what are they waiting for?
So they should boldly declare. They should boldly declare it. Abi? So now, go and meet them and say, okay, I'm not even for Joseph Aloba again. No. Now, because Wumi is seeking more of justice, now I am now with her. It makes more sense like that. It makes more sense like that. Because if you go to them, Temi and all this, and you tell them, they will tell you, Wumi is looking for justice in her own, this thing. So say it boldly. When I want to talk about, the people that we are seeking, we talk boldly. We mention Joseph Aloba's name boldly. That's the reason why I said, in my own opinion, there is nothing like a semi-anti-justice. And there is nothing like Joseph Baba Mohbad's anti-justice. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like semi-anti-justice. No. It's either you are for justice or you are against the justice. And if you are not supporting the father in all the ways that he is using to pursue this justice, then you are on the other side. So don't make it look as though it's by fire, by force. It's not by fire, it's not by force. And I used to say, if each talk decides today that he's not doing justice for Mohbad, God is going to replace him. That is the simple truth that people should know. So for Mohbad, she knew what happened already. She's already in the picture. The voice note that was played by Lady Buki Jesse, is an indication that she already knew what happened. She already knows about the child. She already knows about. See, all these things we know. We know them already. She knew all of these things. We know that she knew. We know that Mrs. K knew. We know that every one of them, they knew what happened. They knew what happened to because if she didn't know what happened, why was she kneeling down for her son, Adura, saying something like Pamisilema, Pamisita? Why was she kneeling down for her? I mean, for him. Why? But then at the end of the day, but this justice, you dreamt about it. You all have seen, most of you have seen Mohbad in your dream. I used to say it, most of you you've had him talking to you in your dream. You felt his presence. And those that have seen Mohbad in their dream, I've not seen Mohbad in my dream. I have his frame in my house. I've not seen
that you're not seeing him now.
You understand? But then,
Sorry, I said
I've not seen him in my dream, but I've saw him in my own trance.
Thank you.
When I was not sleeping, and it was like Ologunimi, he dressed in black and red. I was pacing. I was really hungry in my room. So I saw him. It was not a dream because I'm not sleeping. I saw it clearly. So that is not a lie.
Now, that's for people like Mommy, Lone Ranger, and others who have seen Mo, or who have
Let me cheer you guys.
For people who have had one or two encounters with Mohbad, now are they the one now that will now say Mohbad is not going to get justice? It's not possible. Even me, we never see him for dream. He no enter my mouth to talk. Say, in fact, my mouth no could buy no me. He no contain my mouth. Could buy no me. He no contain my mouth. He no contain my mouth to say Mohbad no go get or no fit get justice. So at this junction, I'm just gonna mute my mic. Sherry, wọ́n ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣòṣì ó èlè máa ṣòṣì yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń hùwà kíkà ó èlè máa hùwà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe rádaràda èlè máa ṣe rádaràda yín. Ẹ máa cause distraction here and there, up and down. It's none of our business, oh. We came here for, and it's justice that we are going to get. Kò ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Yes,
Thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the gifters. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Each talk, sir. Hold on 1 minute. Each talk. This morning.
Yes,
your mommy, mi ló kù tí mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ mute ma ẹ jọ.
Ǹjọ́ Lagata lọ. Mo náà ní sọ̀rọ̀ bí mo ti sọ
Ìjọ ti rẹ́dí àti sọ̀rọ̀ ni ó dàbí pé ó ti kọjá ráǹdì Lagata.
Lagata ó ti kọjá ráǹdì ẹ o. So àárọ̀ yìí mo fẹ́ sáré sàn kankan mo ní àárọ̀ yìí nínú ọkàn mi there's one small light and the light was telling me something. The light said the way you see Barrister Shitu, I've said it here this morning, that you already know what happened to Mohbad. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I receive in my heart. And that light, that tiny light, is becoming more brighter every day. So to me, I don't know when, but we are going to get justice. I stand that day, that justice, hey, we are getting it. Who want talk? Oh, no be Lagata this time around. May we mute Lagata for today. Thank you.
Mommy Lone Ranger, why are you being like that? Anyway, namely, I'm not going to pay relevance to that stupid from those people. Obviously, I'm not going to give them.
Hold on. Let me clear it first. I was on FYP when I heard they were like evidence, you know. So I got to find out the other person was on the life of these other people. So I was wondering what evidence. So I said, let me screen record. But and I heard about, oh, Mohbad died in the house, blah blah. They were alleging her. But the truth is this: the lady in question, the Temi lady, cleared that she doesn't talk to you, and she had to go there to debunk them with their narrative, saying they have evidence. Aduke said she had evidence against you and Temi. And she said, give us the evidence. And I was even still analyzing that. If indeed she has an evidence, somebody comes, I think you should throw it to the person's face and not ask the person to give you 5 lions. That's a hungry behavior. I'm not shading anyone, but that is a very terrible and myopic and low self. And, you know, so Temi had to go clear herself. But the thing is, she cleared it and cleared the fact that you have nothing to do with her. So I would that's it. But the other one, I would just advise you at the back. That one.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nemoli. At the end of the day, it's still the same one person that is doing this game, and it's still the ghost. Like I said earlier, he would never back up. He told me himself. If people, I didn't have enough time to analyze this guy as a person, you know. But I am glad that at least the real truth fighters for justice for Mohbad are at alert, and there's no more chance for error or mistake. You know, at the end of the day, this guy, you understand, he's still the one going around, you know, trying to still bring all these distractions and confusion, you know. But I just want to, I don't want to pay attention to that, because I have never ever spoken to Temi or have any. In fact, the first enemy, the first time this justice started to get hot, that was the first person that was, you know, putting all those lies and saying all sort of bad things and all of that, which is fine. So I've never been involved with her or anything like that. You understand? So I'm not going to pay relevance to that.
Yeah, she said it's that Temi said it that you and her are like fire and water. And even the advocate said it was peers around August that gave her that evidence. So, like you said, allegedly you are correct. The recording is there. Advocate said that
to buttress what you are saying,
and she cleared it. So, and you are clearing it as well.
What you are saying,
people should not.
Why would some people have evidence of other things? You will post it, and some other evidence you want to collect 5 lions. It doesn't make sense now. Make it make sense, you know. But one thing I always say is that in this justice for Mohbad, whatever you do in it, you will reap. Just be honest and straightforward. No matter, even though they lie on you, they will never bring out any evidence to back up their shit. But we have evidence to back up their own shit, their own madness that they are doing. And it's becoming, you see, they will say that, I have not been speaking to
Lagata.
Yes,
Lagata. If they bring their evidence and you are on a live with Temi, do you know why what I look at when people are giving me evidence or people are talking to me? Is the situation around that evidence. I don't look at what you are telling me. Do you know why? Because they know that this person made mistake initially and do this. And when this person is trying, that same person is trying to correct that mistake and live up to standard, you are now showing me. You know, there's me. When people are talking, I just want to listen and then look around and say, why is this person telling me this at this time? Then when I see the situation around, if you warrant that thing, it's like one day, I went on one platform. I was under that platform. It's a MFM. And I was there. Pisumo was there. He said evidence on Lagata collecting 50% from Yomi Fabiyi. I just request and I went there. I said, if you don't play that evidence, yes. You know, because it's so easy. You say you have evidence. You are telling MFM. And now tell MFM that please tell him play that evidence. I am here. He said, MFM don't mind that those people. Those are Lagata dogs. I say, I'm I'm not a man though, I'm a woman. So someone was there and say, Mommy, Lorraine, and Mommy Goslow. Then I said, don't worry, I said, no, let us iron it out. This is how you were on one platform. And you were talking of Arifa then. And I come and ask you, if we ask you all these things, can you see it if Arifa is there? Now play this evidence of Lagata that you see is collecting 50% from Yomi Fabi. And then MFM say, oh yeah, share the life if you know. Madam, share the life. I say, I'm not here to go and bring Lagata. I am here to see what peace you want to show you. If peace cannot show you anything this night, then there's no evidence anyway. Let's forget it.
Was it Pizu that said it, man?
It's well, Sha.
Yes.
Let's continue with what we are discussing. It's well, please.
So what I'm saying to you is that the situation behind it, that person we need to look at, not what they are saying. All right.
Yeah.
It's same Pizu that they will come and ask him for. They will come and ask him for. They will come and ask him for money. I think somebody gave a submission on when people refuse to benefit something from you, and they will end up going, when the justice started, I'm not going to cap on it too much, Naimuli. I know I don't want to talk about it as well, but Mommy Lauren just mentioned it. Everybody goes to everybody's platform.
Don't talk about it. I just cite it as an example.
Okay, ma. That is fine. I'm going to do my analysis from Baba Mohbad today. Like I always say that everybody, we join this justice one way or the other. Me, having to understand that Baba raised Mohbad and he simply is on his own from certain age, and this man, we know so many carpenters in Nigeria, in Lagos, in everywhere, that they are struggling, trying to make ends meet and always trying to, give themselves to look after their family. And Baba came out to explain himself, how he has been raising up the 3 children at the time when they were young, how they, and Mohbad have said similar things before he died. Mohbad said he learned how to sing from the father. There was an interview, he was on the bed, they were asking him, so where do you get this your talent, this motivation from to sing? And he said, my dad, and when Mohbad started to come out in the line, he actually won he won a challenge online on Instagram, whereby the money that was given to him, he brought the money home, daddy, to show the kind of soul, spirit that boy has in him, and the upbringing as well. We should not forget that. There's a lot of children that will grow up and they will never even look back to see what.
Please. Sorry, dear, please. Sorry to interject you. Please, kindly help us tap. I beg you, please. Let's tap. Thank you very much.
Let's take the likes to 100K. Come on, guys.
Tapu. Okay.
So
all right, please go ahead. Thank you.
Mohbad actually, after he got the money, he didn't even tell his father that he had a challenge, he won the challenge. He just, he took the money for his age in that country. I know children that will go and steal 300,000, 200,000. They will go and use it to smoke Colorados. They will go and, do whatever they want to do with it. But this guy, took the money to the dad. Daddy, I got involved in one challenge, and I was given this amount of money. Daddy, take, buy TV. What do we do with this rest of the money? And the father said, no, I'm not taking this money from you. Where did you see this money from? Monday to Sunday, we will carry Kolo, waka up and down. We don't even make this amount of money. That's to show the type of father that Baba Aloba is. Me, I pay attention to so many things surrounding this justice for Mohbad. You understand? Oni pe taba to ọmọ wa, ó máa fún wa ní ìsinmi. Tọ́ ọmọ rẹ kó lè fún ẹ ní ìsinmi. He could have used that money to go and flenjo with Prime Boy, to go and carry Olosho, or go and drink or keep it somewhere under the mattress and be taking it 1,000, 200 today, 500 tomorrow, and not even let the father knows. And as a wonderful father that Baba Mohbad is, he said, my son, we will buy a piano to a church so that so that God can always protect you and guide you and answer your prayers. Every time they are using that piano in the church God will remember you. The church will remember you. They will pray for you, and you can even make use of it. He said, Daddy, that is fine, but I want you to buy TV. I want you to change this TV in the living room, at least maybe for when Prime Boy and other of his friends, when they come to the house. And that's exactly what the man did. He bought the piano. The church was making use of the piano. Could it be that it was that piano from the money Mohbad made from the challenge that God has blessed this boy so much that I will take you out of the trenches from Gbaadura to Lekki? If Baba Mohbad has not trained this boy not to have ojukokoro or not to have anger with bad boys in Gbaadura, in Ikorodu, apology to all Ikorodu people. Ikorodu Oga, Omelukumede. Ikorodu is one of the worst areas in Nigeria, but they still call them Ikorodu Oga because most of the people there are not living things. From that trenches, from that place, a king was raised. Baba tó ọmọ yẹn, ó ní better understanding pé owó tó fún mi, bàbá mi ò mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. First thing I need to do, I need to take the money to my dad. Ẹ bá ń pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Mohbad lọ́nà ọ̀run ẹjọ́, ẹni Imoli. Ẹ bí clap for Mohbad. Having to raise such a wonderful son. Oh, he now made it. He went straight to Lekki. His journey started. He now still bring people around him. He helps people around him. He helped people around him, always welcoming them home. You know, it reminds me of certain artists that I know. People around him, everybody, have you eaten? It was everything they said about him. He's a wonderful guy. That's too because he had a good upbringing by his father. He had a good home training by the father. He has the fear of God in him. Mohbad saw a boy. He's a midget on Lekki Traffic Road. He observed him twice anytime he goes out. And he helped that guy. He brought him to the house. Anyone that remembers this narrative, when the person told me, and I came out to say it, from that moment, them Temi platform, Bolly B, decided posting me, doing my rubbish, because it was the truth to confirm there was a camera in that house. And this boy was being maltreated by the Black Widow. And they were looking for him in that house. I don't know if anybody remember this narrative. And they were looking for him. And then he has to check the camera to trace his last step. The boy was hiding in the laundry room. And that was the truth. And they found him. How can you now tell us there is no camera in the house? Mohbad that was scared that Sam Larry and likes of other people are after his life. In the whole of his area, there's camera in the house. 170 million what house? House. You are not saying there's no camera there. That is wrong. But again, Mohbad, your journey in Mohbad's life, from the beginning to the end, he said somebody told you that this boy, you should pay attention to him. He will be a great boy. He will be this, he will be that. And you walk away. You walk away from his life, forgetting the fact that you have been given a message about Mohbad. After Mohbad moved to Lekki, after he got the house, he had a complaint from his father and his friends in Gbaadura that your brother, Gbaadura, is going everywhere, scattering, fight today, fight tomorrow, snatch this, snatch that, bottle left and right. He said, Daddy, don't worry. I will come and take Gbaadura, and I will change his life. Gbaadura, Mohbad came to Ikorodu. He didn't even alert you. You were not aware. He came as usual. He didn't even take a bag out of that house. Gbaadura, he took you straight to Lekki. He sat you down and asked you, Gbaadura, what do you want to do? And you said that you want to be a DJ. That was your first response to Mohbad. You said you want to be a DJ. He bought you all the DJ instruments. The same DJ instrument he bought you is the one DJ Bami is using now, because you were so useless that you could not even. You wake up morning and night, follow him out to the show. I'm Mohbad's brother. Make yourself useless. When he found out that you were not interested in that what you said you wanted to do, he handed over to DJ Bami the laptop and the DJ equipment. What more can a brother do for a brother? What more can a blood do for a blood? Every single day, he tries to make you better. He tries to make you feel comfortable. And you was in the house when he died, and you could not come out to say what actually died Mohbad. Mohbad died on Monday. Yeah, Mohbad, you was in the house on that Monday. You knew. You now traveled to Ikorodu to go and meet Yatunde. Let's go, Baba Mohbad. Part of the script. You guys only had 24 hours to plan your script. That is why it doesn't make sense to us, because he didn't have enough time to put all those scripts in action. We thank God that the kind of brain you have here, Gbaadura, is not like Naimoli. I be like of other people fighting for justice for Mohbad, because we will have go through the script given to us and action it properly. Action! You go just start. But mama, you are deluded. You don't even understand what you are doing. One coaching lori, one so. You have 24 hours. You could not comply. You could not cope. That is why all those lapses were there. But you know what? Toluwa Lashe. Like I always say, that this case is a case study. Bí Ọlọ́run ṣe fẹ́ kí ní àjò yẹn rí lélẹ̀, mo ti sọ láìmọye ìgbà. But go and write it down. Ọlọ́run fẹ́ fi ìdílé Alọ́ba. Ó fẹ́ fi ṣe something that we will never forget. Àwọn ọmọ àti ìrandíran ọmọ a máa pìtàn yín fún wọn. Rántí 2023-24 Lagata wọn fa orúkọ ẹ̀yà lórí kéèsì kan Mohbad. Ìṣtọ́kì kan lápẹ́pẹ́ master lẹ́yìn mọ́lì kan pé lẹ́yìn mọ́ràn. Wọ́n máa sọ gbogbo ẹ̀, a máa pìtàn yẹn for the rest of àwọn ọmọ a máa sọ fún wọn. But in the end, posterity will judge every one of us. If you have been fighting for justice for Mohbad with a good heart, you will live to enjoy it afterwards. If you have been fighting for justice for Mohbad in a very bad way, shady way, hiding stuff, destroying justice for Mohbad, you will collect your own too. Guarantee. Àìmàsìkò ló ń dààmú ẹ̀dá. Tó yẹ pé a mọ àsìkò ni. A lot of things we will not do it. Àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ráràbò, tẹ́ ń parọ́ nínú justice for Mohbad yìí. They are trying to destroy people's name. I can guarantee you that you will not go scot-free. You might think you are catching cruise. You might think your mental health is on balance or whatever. You will reap every single thing that you have sown in this justice for Mohbad, no matter how you want to do it. Ojú ló máa ń pẹ́ sí. When you start to chop the cane, you will be in your four corner. Ìwà mi ló ń dá mi lẹ́jọ́ yìí o. Because there's no way you're going to escape it. So, Iya Mohbad, the story given to you, you cannot finish it because you don't have that capacity, that ability. We all know it's a script. And I'm very sure that portion tí ṣùgbọ́n àmàlà lẹ́ ń jẹ lọ́wọ́ àbí àmàlà tẹ́gúfẹ́ ẹ máa jẹ ìfọkọrẹ́ àti ẹ̀bà tútù nígbà tásìkò bá tó. Torí pé you are a wicked woman. I'm not judging you, but with all I have seen, and we have even heard you saying, Iya Mohbad, I am disappointed in you. And I will say, people like Baba Aloba, he's not a perfect man. He encourages and gives a single father or any other father to be responsible and be there for their children. Another lesson, my own kids, I will make sure with this case being a big case study for all young families or fathers and mothers to pick ibikibi tó bá ti tabawa. Protect and look after your children at all costs. No matter what. Ẹ wá ń gba mọ́tò, ẹ ń lọ́mọ King White káàkiri, ẹ fọwọ́ dì mú bàbàrà dì. Ẹ ń ṣe yàmàyàmà. Wọ́n protect yín kẹ́ má sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹlẹ́yà tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ṣe lọ́sàn-án yẹn, ẹ máa farabalẹ̀ ṣe lálẹ́ ni tí ò ní síná. Ní òkùnkùn lẹ ti máa jẹ ẹlẹ́yà yẹn nígbà tásìkò bá tó. The day you will actually leave this sinful world as well, alone in that your coffin, you will remember, you will be recapping on what you have done, how you have failed this promising boy. What sin did Mohbad? What has he done to deserve all this? When he was alive, you failed him. Now he's no more, you're still failing him. Up until now, you're still failing him. And you were in labor, you pushed him out, you gave birth to that boy. Yeah, Mohbad. I'm giving you benefit of doubt that it is not ordinary eye that is happening right here. Honestly speaking. But before you got this worst, tí ó bá ń ṣe ojú lásán, Ọlọ́run ọlọ́jọ́ ìní kó tú yín sílẹ̀ nínú ìdè tí wọ́n dè yín mọ́, nínú ìgbèkùn tí wọ́n dè yín mọ́, gbogbo ẹ̀yin kẹ́ni tẹ́ ti búra tẹ́ ti ṣe múlẹ̀ ayé níjọ́ yẹn nínú ilé yẹn. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀yin 13 lẹ ṣe múlẹ̀ yẹn nínú ilé yẹn. Àwọn àfáà tó wá fá irun Mohbad ẹ̀jẹ̀ tẹ́ lù tẹ́ fi ṣe múlẹ̀ yẹn. Nígbà tásìkò bá tó, gbogbo yín lẹ máa jẹ́ lọ́hùn nípele yẹn kankan. Torí pé ìkà, ẹni ibi, ẹni àjírí ni lẹ́yọ kankan. Àdàbí tí ẹ bá jẹ epo, tí ẹ jẹ ata, tí ẹ mú omi ọmọ yẹn ni nìkan lẹ máa bọ́m̀bẹ̀. Justice for Mohbad, no going back. No going back. No matter what you do, no matter how you want to see it, tí àwọn kan bá dúró, tó bá sinmi, àwọn kan máa dìde. Ọba májẹ̀mú, ó ní tóun bá dé, kò sí ẹni tó lè béèrè pé báwọn lòun ṣe wá pẹ́ dé. Kò sígbà tí ó lè dé. Ó ní I will come like a thief in the midnight. Nígbà tí everybody bá ti ń sùn, àkọ́ jìnnì gbìrì. There's nothing he cannot do. If he has said it, he will do it. Ojúló kò máa pẹ́ sí ni. That we will not get justice, you guys are joking. Ẹ lè dàrú. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí, you guys had planned. Ẹ kó àwọn èèyàn burúkú jọ sáàárín wa, wọ́n pọ̀ gan. Ẹ máa dálẹ̀, ó yá lọ ṣe léyìí, ó yá lọ ṣe léyìí. Ẹ má fún wọn sí mi. We will not let any of your shenanigans take us away from discussing justice for Mohbad. We are going to stand strong. And our faith will not be minus. We will hang in there until we finally get justice. and gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tí a bí nínú obìnrin tí ó ń gbọ́ wa ní wákàtí tó wà ní comment section ni o, tó dúró sí FYP ni o, àbí tó ń stream wa tí ẹ̀ ń da justice yìí rú, Ọlọ́run máa dàrin àjò yín rú lẹ́yẹ kọ̀ọ̀kan, tọmọtọmọ, tẹbítẹbí, taratara, gbogbo ibikíbi tí ẹ bá wà tẹ́tí ń dáná ìbàjẹ́, iná ìkà nínú justice for Mohbad yìí, ẹ pọ̀ gan. Wàláì tàláì, a mọ̀ pé ẹ pọ̀. Àwọn kan lè máa mọ̀ yín, bọ́ ẹ pọ̀. Wọ́n á rán yín iṣẹ́ burúkú. Ó ti pẹ́ tá ti ń ṣọ́ yín. I want to take Baba Mohbad. I want to take Baba Mohbad. Lagata is blocking us. Ọlọ́run ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ meet bàbá kẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́fẹ́ ìwà ẹ̀ka lẹ́fẹ́ wù fún ni. I always pray one prayer. Ẹnikẹ́ni nínú justice for Mohbad yìí tó bá máa lò mí fún iṣẹ́ burúkú kọ́ ló ń bá mi túnú àṣírí ẹ̀. Tó bá pè mí kí n má ra go mi gbé. Tó bá ń wá mi kó má rí mi. Tó bá fẹ́ rí mi gan, tó bá fẹ́ jáde kí mọ́tò mi má ṣiṣẹ́. Torí pé ìwà ìkà ní ẹ lọ pa ọmọ tí yín náà kẹ́ wá wo bó ṣe ń rí. A lè preach fún yín mọ́. We can't preach for you guys. We cannot tell you guys what to do. If you have not walked in that man's shoe, you will never, ever feel what that man is feeling. A childhood friend of mine, last 2 weeks ago, he is not in justice for Mohbad. He just called me on a video call. And he was smiling, crying and smiling, showing me his dead son on the bed. A 3-year-old boy. That just by, like, right there. I was the first call. A 3-year-old boy, yo. He was still with this boy a night before. They just noticed he was having temperature. That's it. And then he called me on a video call. I was destabilized. And you know what he said to me? My boy has gone. Only child as well. Only child. Do we know what that guy will be going through right now? And I was checking on him every day. He said, Baba, what if tó I put the 20 ńkọ́, 21 ńkọ́, táwọn ti náwó, táwọn ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ńkọ́? Pé Ọlọ́run ló gbà, Ọlọ́run ló fún àwọn ló gbà. He was trying to encourage himself. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ tí mo pick. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ti pé 20 ńkọ́, 21, 22. Mohbad is 26 years old. And the father lost him. Do you know how much painful that even is? Ẹ̀yin kan wá dúró. Ẹni bàbá ò ṣe kíní, bàbá is not shaking kan, bàbá is not looking for justice. Ẹ wá ń fi òkú ọmọ lọ́mọ. If you want rally, and they believe pé you will go scot-free with it. I'm just praying to Almighty God. Nígbà tẹ́sìn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa jáde, when God of vengeance start with you, someone will be recording you, and it will be a topic on a TikTok like this, because that is what you guys deserve. Ìkà. You guys are evil. If you abuse Mohbad, why can we not abuse Baba Mohbad? Are you guys not using your brain? The man that was in his own house, Jeje, and the woman that was in the house. How can you compare both together? the God that created the world, he said, I created the world both good and bad. I in there. But alone, the God that we serve, that knows every one of us, he knows our intention even before we do anything. He will judge and he will take a vengeance of all these things you guys are doing to that man. He was there, he buried his son, he was the one that buried his son, he was a kinikon. And yet, all the videos, we did not even see that man there. Like I said, from September 13th, when Baba was interviewed in that house, outside by that soldier boy, or what did they call him? I have a screen record of that. The father was never there. And to all of you that was once with Baba, you came with bad intention. You want to exploit him. You want to use his death to make money. You want to use his death to do whatever you guys want to do. And the man, he might not be rich. But you know what? He's rich in the Lord. Because God gave him sense and brain. Wallahi, Baba is smarter than all of you. He's a wise man. Some people, God will give them money, will not give them sense. But him, Oluwabamiwo, Joseph Aloba, that you're going to spend on this earth, God will make you, will grant you all your heart desires. Akpeko to jẹun, kò ní ṣe bàjẹ́. Ẹ ti fi àárọ̀ sunkún, ẹ máa fi alẹ́ rẹ́rìn ni, ayọ̀, ìdùnnú. That is how it will end. Because you deserve it. You are a father. I know how much I have done as a father myself. But for you, I adopt my cup. And that is still the strength that we are having. That people like you in the society are role models. When we all give birth to raise our children, there is no map. There is no script. There is no manual for it. And we can never be perfect. We are just trying to do our best. Is it when the baby was crying? You don't know what he needs? You breastfeed him, you give him something, you pamper him, you pat him. You don't know. There's nothing like script. We send them to school. We don't even know what is happening with them. We are just praying that God protect my children. What if you doesn't be kolo, doesn't ta kolo, ni koro, do ton ni kakiri, trailer lo yaba, baba. What are we gonna do? But Mohbad, all your pains will go away. Mohbad said it all.